In 2002, Kate Lawler was watched by nearly 10 million people when she won Big Brother. Now we're getting episodes that aren't even attracting 1 million viewers. What went wrong? Now, I'm not ashamed to say in the past, I have watched just about every series of Big Brother. Alright, it's never going to be high class entertainment, it's not going to be highbrow, but quite frankly, in my opinion, if you are comfortable with your intelligence, you can like silly stuff as well. And at times, there's no denying, if anybody who's watched Big Brother will know some of the brilliant laughs you can get from watching the likes of Big Brother and I'm a Celebrity. At its best, it's unscripted drama that you find just with yourselves at school, work, pub, any environment that's unscripted, and you get that level of comedy and laughter and intensity that you can't find in a script. There is that element of reality that Big Brother has brought. Alright, it's a TV show, but at its best, Big Brother was just about unmissable entertainment. Fast forward to 2017, and now we have the likes of Lowton being kicked out, and Hannah and Rebecca's very aggressive sisters, and crazy Ellie who will do anything for Lowton even though he couldn't care less about her. I am not even really watching this series of Big Brother for the first time in UK Big Brother's history because I don't like any of them. Am I saying that from a position of a snob in that I need them all to be amazing human beings? No, because Big Brother contestants have never been amazing human beings. They're not Albert Einsteins. They're not people that I admire in sports, or Messi, or McGregor, or Pacquiao. But they've been entertaining. You've either loved to hate them, or they've been so stupid, but in an endearingly stupid way. Samantha, to the two Bryans over the years. Or you've just really loved to hate them, a Charlie or even a Makosi. At the time you think, wow, she's so bad, just can't wait to stop watching her. Compared to these lowlifes that we're putting in now who have no substance. They're not even fun to dislike or hate. There's just nothing there. They're wannabes, they're soulless, they're lifeless, there's nothing going on, they're not funny, their arguments are crap, they're arguing about nonsense. Every single year they have arguments about food, of course, but this year they just seem to be arguing over absolutely nothing in not a particularly entertaining way. They're just getting endless warnings by Big Brother, or in a couple of cases removing them. And Chantel, whatever the hell her name is, should also have been removed. Hey, quite frankly, as far as I'm concerned, and like it seems to be a growing amount of people, they can all be removed. I generally like when I can come up with opinions of things that aren't agreed with by most. I think unfortunately a lot of people don't really have an answer to things. It might sound a bit arrogant, but I think that's just the case. I think that's always been the case, and will always be the case, that sometimes you need to look at things from a different perspective to really hit the nail on the head, or really look to make sense. With this, I can't be different, I can't be a contrarian, I can't find something different other than I agree with the majority here in that what the hell is going on with Big Brother? This can it be repaired? And the main trouble is, it's not even the housemates' fault. They are who they are. Alright, they might be acting to a certain degree to be wannabes and want to have some bigger career outside of Big Brother. Ain't gonna happen. But whose fault is it really? Is it the public? Have the public's viewing habits really changed? No, because things like I'm Celebrity, Strictly Come Dancing, Love Island's viewing figures have skyrocketed compared to last time. I think they've pretty much doubled. So people still like unscripted drama, and alright, lots of people talk down on it, but there is still certainly a market there. So what has gone wrong? The producers. That's what's gone wrong. Channel 5 have made it even worse. It was going off towards the end at Channel 4, but Channel 5, wow, has it fallen off the cliff. It was going down, and it's rocket boosted all the way down. The producers are not picking the right people. We're not picking entertaining people anymore. We're not finding these gems, even the likes of atrocious, but funny to laugh at least Jade Goody. We're not finding these people. We're not finding good winners like Kate Lawler, pretty fun, down-to-earth, not spectacular people, but fun, relatable people. Like I said, we haven't had the twins we've had. We haven't even had the likes of Jedward, who they do polarise in the celebrities. But Jedward or Coolios, where are these big characters? we're endlessly putting in people who don't really want to be there. They're not particularly Big Brother fans. They've been headhunted for the Z minus celebs that they are. They were once associated with Marnie. Oh look, he was in Dream Boy, so he must be a celebrity. No one cares. No one needs celebrities. We put the Celebrity Big Brother version on for that, and we want some fairly decent sized celebrities in that, please. In the normal one, we would actually like some people who we can relate to, producers. We don't need anything outlandish. A couple of people who might look a bit different or whatever, but we don't need an Arthur from this series of Big Brother who was just a disaster. And to be fair to the guy, he probably does have some mental issues and he really should not be anywhere near a TV show. But we need well-rounded people who we can relate to, who alright, well, actually, it might not be the same as... I've never related to any Big Brother housemate, just to make that clear. But you can have elements of them that you relate to. We are humans, and there are some things that you can laugh along with, or you can really dislike, or whatever. But the point is you're engaged, and you enjoy it. If you just suspend your intellectual prowess for half an hour, you can really enjoy Big Brother, or you could have enjoyed Big Brother. Producers putting the wrong people in is certainly the number one problem. I would say the number two problem with Big Brother. No live feed. Where is the Big Brother live feed? It costs too much. We'd have to be, putting birdsong over when they're talking about people on the outside or brands on the outside. Who cares? Even when they were playing birdsong or music over the top of some certain conversations from people, we would still listen and tune in. And the Big Brother voting public, they would surely be much more likely to be the ones who would watch the live feed as well. So you could get a better idea of the housemates, you could relate to them more, because the trouble is, to be fair to this crop of housemates, or any crop of housemates, when you package into a 45-minute programme, including the adverts, it's now long, but the adverts are roughly 45 minutes, you're going to seem weird. When every conversation is cut into a 30-second, 1-minute chunk, or less, it's not quite going to make sense. It always ends on a certain look to the camera. There's a bit of drama here, a bit of a voiceover here. There's some perspective that's hard for people to properly relate to, which might be okay for the celebrities. But again, for regular people want to be relating to them, Big Brother. They can't when it looks like a cheap, tacky, poorly edited soap. Live feed needs to return. People need to feel like they are living with them. How do we like any form of entertainment is when we are engaged with them. And Big Brother, by the nature of it being a reality show, means we need to feel we're in the house with them. We need to feel we are sitting on the sofa, just observing what they're talking about. Maybe even talking at the TV, shouting at the TV, whatever it is, but we need to be engaged. And that's harder for us when you've just edited everything, and we don't even particularly know the personalities because we haven't seen any live feed. They must bring back live feed, whatever the cost, because hey, you might get plenty more viewers in the future. Third reason, stop trying too hard. This sort of fits in with all of these things. Stop trying too hard, Big Brother. You're overproducing. You're overdoing the secret tasks. You're overdoing the tasks in general. You're overdoing, I'm going to put this person in here because, oh look, he hates Tories, so I'm going to put this girl in here and she loves the Tories. You're over manufacturing. Organically put different people in from different walks of life who you can tell have fun and funny personalities. Surely when you're in the casting process, the auditions, you can tell if they're going to be engaged with Big Brother. You can tell if they're going to be fun or funny, or some interest or intrigue about them. Get all those people and put them in the house. Give them a go. Don't start off, as they seem to be doing it with every series now, don't start off with some gimmick. Put them in, let them go. If it turns into a Big Brother 4 situation, or in other areas and other times of Big Brother where not too much is actually going on, fine, spice it up. There are all kinds of things you can then do to spice it up. But initially at least, let them go. Let them go. Spice it up every now and then when not much is happening, and then let them go again. You will be surprised what can happen in most Big Brother houses. They're so frightened now that what might have happened in a minority of Big Brother cases will always happen now, that not much will happen. Well, newsflash, you're making a lot happen. And even bigger newsflash, breaking news, you might be bringing about the end of Big Brother if you continue with what you're doing. There's one thing having controversy and fights and everything. There's another aspect where people don't actually like either side of who's, taking part in the arguments. And it just gets to be too much. Is there a way back Big Brother one time was very popular, was averaging 4, 5, 6 million people a series, nearly 6 million average. Now it's in the ones and it's getting below 1 million. For the king of reality shows at one point, it's sad. Again, I'm not ashamed to say I was a Big Brother fan. I would like it to return back because it is different to the scripted drama we see. I am not too hopeful that they're going to do that though. I think producers, they're so desperate to earn their money, they're so desperate to make it happen, they're overproducing. Will we get a proper Big Brother back? Doesn't look likely.